Oh, wow. All right. Hello. Hello, everyone. Today, I'm just going to be making a little Genshin Impact video. Just a little Genshin Impact video for everyone. And what it's going to be, it's just going to be a little kind of, maybe not really review, but kind of just a look at all my characters and yeah, you can let me know what you think of them. How poorly built they are or how well built they are is completely up to you to decide that. And I'd be more than willing to welcome all and any advice in regards to my account and in regards to the characters that I have. And if you've got any suggestions as to how I should build them, and yeah, just let me know what you think. Yeah, feel free to let me know. All right, let's get into it. Oh, I'm recording the gameplay on my phone. If it's not obvious, it says Android there. But yeah, all right, let's get into it. Yeah, this is a first for me. I don't really do this. I'm not I'm not really the, let's say, I'm not the best at building characters. I mainly leave them to, I'd say 40 to 60% built, because just artifact rolls are terrible. So I mean, you know, we can only do so much, right? I am a perfectionist, except I'm not. if that makes sense. Yeah, so I've been playing Genshin Impact for quite a while. So expect, or maybe don't expect, but I've got quite the lineup of characters. I'm definitely not a free to play player. And it'll be evident by the characters that you see. All right, let's get started. This here is my, oh, let me go back here. This here is my friendship team. So don't worry about these four as of right now. I'm just trying to get friendship 10 on these characters. And they're pretty close. They're really close. 7, 7, 9, 9. Okay. So these four aside, they don't really count, but I mean, we can have a look at them later. At the very end, it's pretty disgraceful, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, Arataki Ito has got pretty low attack, but pretty stacked defense. I mean, his attack is what, under half his defense. And so yeah, he's got his signature weapon, and let me give a quick rundown of his artifacts. Start with the flower, off piece. As you can see, it's outrageously stacked on defense with the 26%. It's got attack, it's got crit damage, it's got energy recharge, which is really helpful. All right. Now it's the husk set. It's got flat defense percent, attack percent, and crit damage. That crit damage is pretty outrageous. I'm not gonna lie. I got really lucky with that one. All right, his timepiece. Attack percent, crit damage, flat defense, flat HP. And of course it's a defense timepiece, which is all good. Geo damage bonus cup with 18% defense. And then yeah, it rolled in, did it even roll in that? I don't even remember what it rolled into, to be honest. It was quite some time ago. But yeah, flat defense, flat attack, and attack percent. And crit rate hat. Oh, this one was atrocious. Yeah, I remember this one. It's a pretty sad crit rate hat. But you know, it's all good. It's all good. Okay, so that's what he's got. Flat HP, elemental mastery, defense percent, and flat defense. Okay. He's got no constellations, but he is triple crowned. And that's all I could ask for. I triple crowned him the day I got him, actually. One of my friends, I was wishing with one of my friends, and yeah, I got pretty, I think I'd say unlucky. I had to go nearly 80 into the banner, or it's roughly around 80. I went past soft pity to get him, and it was a guaranteed. But yeah, you know what? I'll take it. He's a hard hitter. Yeah, if there's anything else, just let me know. If there's anything I need to, if you think there's anything I should do with his artifacts, or, I mean, it's just mainly artifacts, right? It's not like I can get any more constellations. All right, Albedo. Yeah, he's got pretty high attack. He's got pretty decent defense. He's got his signature weapon from the event that was, what event was this? I think it was the Snowman event. I might be mistaking it, but I believe it was a Snowman event. Forgive me, his artifacts aren't great. Alright, let's start from the flower. Yep, flat attack, crit rate, defense percent, attack percent. Not too bad. I wouldn't say it's great or it's exceptional, but it's decent, you know. We work with what we've got. Yeah, the feather. Got crit damage, a lot of HP, percent, defense percent, attack percent. To be fair, it's not terrible. It's not terrible, but he is pretty tanky with that 17%. Right, timepiece. Attack timepiece. I don't remember what I was going for when I was building him, but then I stopped. But you know what? This is what's on him. So yeah, HP percent, energy recharge, elemental mastery, flat defense. Not terrible, as you know, as everything else is, but again, not exactly the greatest. Geo damage bonus cup. Attack percent is pretty high up there. Defense percent, I don't know if it was rolled into once, but yeah. Go energy recharge and HP percent. Like I said, he's stacked with the HP. And then an attack hat. Yeah, this is probably where it gets a bit questionable, to say the least. Yeah, with energy recharge, flat HP, flat attack. But that crit damage is pretty good though. That's great crit damage. Alright. Zhongli. Let's move on to Zhongli. He's got decent health. He's not really up there. I'd much rather him be around 30 to 40k HP, but you know what? He's okay. He's okay with how he is as of right now. The weapon he's got is this one. It's the Star Glitter. Oh, actually, no. Hang on a sec. Let me go back to Albedo real quick. Yeah, I forgot. He's got no constellations. And his talents are a bit questionable. I do have a lot of the weekly boss drops. I have more than enough, but yeah, I don't like that domain in Mondstadt, that book domain, the talent domain. Oh man, cryo is a pain. But yeah, so this is what his talents are sitting at. I don't think I'll crown him, to be honest, but we'll see. Okay, artifacts of Zhongli. But yeah, if you missed it, this is the weapon he's got. Energy recharge weapon. Okay, let's start with the flower once again. Yeah, here it is. Archaic Petra set. Attack percent, energy recharge, flat defense percent. And then a Noblesse feather. HP percent, crit damage, attack percent, and elemental mastery. Another archaic set. It's his timepiece is energy recharge, crit rate, HP percent, crit damage, flat defense. Alright, geo damage bonus cup. Crit rate, flat defense, flat attack, flat HP. And yep, noblesse. Alright, yeah, crit damage hat. Yeah, with flat attack, defense percent, HP percent, attack percent. He's con 1, which is great. That's always helpful. And this is what his talents look like: 7, 9, 10. I really want to make him a mainly just a shield user. I feel like with the Geo team that I run, his ult doesn't do much damage. I'm pretty sure Ito's E does a lot more, especially in his ult state. But yeah, that's how it is. That's so good. All right, let's go to Kazuha, the poor guy. Oh man, I'm currently in the middle of changing what he's using, but this is what he's got so far. So he's got Iron Sting, which is great. But normally I normally have this on him just because it looks so good together. Yeah, it looks really cool. But yeah, no, Iron Sting is for the best, especially if I'm going to be using him as a buffer, which I don't typically do. I'm not a buffer type person. I'm not really about numbers or buffing and stuff. I'm a gung ho type of player where I just run in and charge into whatever. But yeah, so Iron Sting. This is what his artifacts are looking like. They are questionable, to say the least, but you know what? Don't get mad. Alright, Viridescent 4-piece set. So it's flower, energy recharge, HP percent, attack percent, crit damage. Not terrible. It's probably on the lower end of the spectrum, I'm not gonna lie, but you know what? It's alright. It's usable, and that's okay. Here's his feather, energy recharge, HP percent, crit rate, flat defense. Here's his timepiece, energy recharge timepiece, HP percent, flat attack, elemental mastery, and crit rate. And then I got an elemental mastery cup for him, because if I want to build him as a buffer, then yeah, elemental mastery is the way to go. Okay, yeah, elemental mastery cup. It isn't at level 20, it's just at level 16, but yeah, I feel like, I mean, who knows, I could get really unlucky here and get another defense roll, but we'll see. Crit rate, energy recharge, defense percent, and crit damage. And here is the hat. Yeah, this one's pretty sad. I'm pretty sure this isn't the hat that I normally have on him. I believe it was this, but you know, we'll just leave this here. Yeah. So, attack percent hat with crit rate, elemental mastery, crit damage, and HP percent. So, not exactly the best on him. He's got no constellations, which is fine. If I get the chance to get his C1 on his rerun, maybe in the next patch or the one after, then I'll definitely give it a shot. But knowing my luck, it's we'll see. I will never really know. But yeah, we'll have to see. This is what his talents are at: 8, 9, 9. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's really one of my favorite characters. It's pretty enjoyable. Um, yeah, I never really used him the way he was intended as a buffer, but yeah, it's fun nonetheless. All right, let's head to Zhao. Okay, he's got his signature weapon, which is great. Let's have a look at his artifacts. Oh, this flower isn't actually his. I believe it was This is the wait. Is it this flower? No, someone has his flower. Who was it? Oh, for frick's sake! This is what I get. I believe it was this. I believe this was his flower. There's been a lot of swapping recently. Yeah, this flower is one of the ridiculous ones. Yeah, look at that. Crit damage, crit rate, energy recharge, and attack percent. I don't really use Xiao, so that's why his flower was on someone else. Yeah, but look at that. 25. Pretty much 25 crit damage and 4% crit rate. But yeah, this is definitely one of my better artifacts that are out there. Okay, let's have a look at his feather. Attack percent, crit damage up there again. Crit rate still a bit lacking, but it's okay. His timepiece, attack percent with energy recharge, flat defense percent, and crit rate. Again, not the greatest, but it's okay. It works. You know, it's a usable artifact, and yeah, it's fine. All right, his cup, animo damage bonus, of course. Again, ridiculous crit damage. Flat defense, not great. Really low crit rate. Flat attack. But you know, as long as it's got both crit rate and crit damage, it works. Crit damage hat. Now this one is atrocious. I remember how bad it was, and looking at it again just reminds me of how bad it is. So yeah, crit damage as the main stat, elemental mastery, defense, flat defense, flat HP, and then HP percent as the subs. Like I said, not great, but it's all right. It works. Con 1, I got really lucky with his Con 1 actually. I think I got him on my 12th. I was like, it was the 12th summon of the banner. This is like early 2021, so when this first banner came out. Yeah. But I did lose to Ganyu. I did lose 50-50 on Ganyu banner. I got Mona. And well, we'll get to that in a bit. Here's what his talents look like. 799. So not bad. Yeah, it's pretty decent. He does damage, but I mean I haven't used him in such a long time, so I don't actually know how much he does. All right, we don't talk about main character. He's this is a sad one. Yeah, so this is what he's got. I got this very recently on Miko's weapon banner. But I'm just looking at what looks good for him. Just because when I do use him, I want to make him look aesthetically pleasing. He looks really cool with either of these two. But yeah, we'll see. I'm most definitely gonna end up giving this to Bennett just because I mean I'm pretty sure it's one of the better ones to have on him. But we'll never know. Yeah, there's no need. He's got no artifacts. I mean, you know, when you get further into the game, you get all constellations. This is what his talents look like. 8, 9, 8. Or 8, 12, 11, whatever. Yeah, not it's a poor display of a character, but he'll be there. He'll be up there soon. I think the reason he had no artifacts is because he was an armor stand for Miko. But that's okay. Right, Jean. Jean is by far one of my most favorite characters, if not my favorite. Just because she was one of the 5-star characters that I was really looking forward to getting earlier on in the game. And she's actually the character that made me not really, I mean, I wasn't forced to spend money on this game, but I spent money on this game because of her. Not wishing for her, because I mean there's not a banner for her really, but I didn't even have her at the time, and when I saw the black sword in the battle pass, in the first battle pass, I just knew that I had to get it for Jean, because I knew at some point in time I'm going to get Jean, and it would be one of the best weapons to have for her. You know, black sword, being able to heal, that's amazing, and as well as the crit rate, you know. And well, it was R1, so it was what, like 20% or something. Normal attack damage and charge attacks deal 20%, and how much was the? I think it might have been like 60 attack or something like that. But yeah, that's it's really great. It's really great. Yeah, no, I've got Jade Cutter on her, just for that extra crit rate, and I'm pretty sure she's. Here, let me go back. Her crit rate's yeah, she's got more crit rate than crit damage, and that says a lot. All right, artifacts. I believe her artifacts were swapped around as well. Mind you, now that I've got Aquila, I was thinking of finally putting her as a what do you call it? Like have a 2-piece gladiator, 2-piece viridescent set on her, but like I said, if there's anything, or if there's anything better, then just let me know, because yeah, I'm just really going with the flow when it comes to these characters. All right, let's start with her artifacts. Again, with these artifacts, I feel like, especially since it's gladiators, I feel like it gets passed around a lot. So I don't really know which are the original artifacts of hers, because I let my friend play on my account once, and he swapped some artifacts around, and I don't remember which ones he swapped around because I was at his house, but I mean, we'll figure it out, or we can just get better artifacts. But yeah, all right, starting with the flower. Crit damage, crit rate, energy recharge, HP %. Then the flower. Wait, what other than feather? I just had to think. Okay, all right. Yeah, all right. Elemental mastery, crit rate, flat defense, and then crit damage. That's really, really high crit damage. And yeah, it really works. Like if I stack her with crit damage, then yeah, she'll be ridiculous. But it's more ridiculous thinking that she has more crit rate than crit damage, but it's mainly due to her weapon. So all right, her attack timepiece has crit damage, crit rate, HP %, and flat attack. Not terrible. It's like I said, it's like all the artifacts on here. It's usable, but it's all right. It's decent. Her timepiece. So physical damage bonus, which might shock couple of people. But yeah, so Jean, like I said, is probably my favorite character of all time. And I used her as a DPS because not only would she heal herself, especially with a black sword, but she'd heal her team as well. So I felt like it was better for her to be what's it called? I guess on field, is that the right term? It's better for her to be on field dealing consistent damage with her auto attacks than for her to just be swapped out into the left in the party but not on field. So yeah, I mean, she does a lot of damage. She's like a 10k damage consistent kind of dealer. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure I remember seeing her charged hit like 12k or something, which might not be a lot, but you know, it's pretty decent considering her crit damage is only at 100. Here's her timepiece. I mean, I was looking at the icon for the timepiece and I said timepiece, but here's her hat. Or circlet, or whatever people want to say. I just say hat because it's whatever. Alright, crit rate hat with attack percent, energy recharge, defense percent, and flat attack. It's a bit of a yikes with the defense percent, but it's okay. She's got no consolations, which is a bit disappointing, but it's okay. And this is what her talents are at. 9, 9, 8. Not bad. I'm going to triple crown her sometime soon. But that means I do have to farm that disgraceful domain of cryo. But oh well. I'll get around to it eventually. Eventually. Don't jump the gun here. Don't do it. All right, Eula. I believe Eula is the first character I triple crowned, which I'm surprised when that dawned upon me, when I realized like, oh, actually I've never triple crowned a character before, but you know, here we are. Yeah, this is what she looks like with her crit rate and crit damage. I probably should have shown what it was for the other characters, but you know what? Whatever. Yeah, 32 crit rate, 220 crit damage, pretty much. Which is it's not bad. It's pretty decent actually, but I tend to pair her with Chi-Chi anyway, so that crit rate is increased just by a little bit. And that crit damage is kind of increased by a little bit because of the cryo resonance. Alright, here's what her weapon is. So she's got the archaic and it's R5. I would typically use this if I've got like Zhongli, but nah. This one sits a bit better, just for the damage dealing purposes. All right, let's have a look at our artifacts, shall we? Off piece for your descent flower. Man, I'm off my head. All right, flat defense, really high crit damage, very low crit rate, and fairly average attack percent. Low crit damage on her feather of the Pale Flame set. She's got a 4-piece. Yeah, so fairly low crit damage, average attack percent, average HP percent, and I guess a bit above average crit rate. Her attack timepiece, it's got energy recharge, flat HP, and pretty decent crit damage and flat attack. Her physical damage cup, also pale flame. I mean, everything else aside from the flower is a pale flame set. So HP percent, crit damage, defense percent, attack percent. If I start farming this domain again and I get better substats, and if I get a 4 substat cup as well with better substats, or at least better options for substats, then yeah, this cup is going out for the sacrifice. All right, let's have a look at her hat. Yeah, crit damage hat with energy recharge. Pretty high energy recharge. Crit rate, pretty average. Attack percent, a bit above average. And then defense percent is, I mean, it's whatever. She's not a defense character, so she doesn't need it. Plus, she's got interruption, what do you call it? Resistance, yeah. Interruption resistance anyway, so it's whatever. No constellations. I really did want some, though. I really did want some constellations. Yeah, she's got nice constellations. But yeah, like I said, I got her to triple crown, which is good stuff. All right, Ayaka. I don't know. Should I go through all my characters? Maybe I'll do a part 2.
Embraces its duty.
Oh,
as
hello,
a jeweler
Ayaka.
cherishes their gems.
That's fast idle. Wow, I don't think there's been an idle animation that happened aside from MC. All right, but here's what she's sat at. I actually use Ayaka more so as a an energy recharge battery. So I've got an R5 sacrificial sword on her, which really helps, you know, with that 80% chance. I mean, not only does she have a short skill cooldown, but with this as well, it's, oh man, it's just great, really. You get a lot of energy. All right, let's head to our artifacts. Hers are pretty disappointing, but you know, it's okay. 2-piece glad, or 3-piece glad, and 2-piece blizzard strayer, or whatever it's called. Blizzard what is it? Yeah, blizzard strayer. All right, let's go. So her flower has flat defense, attack percent, crit rate, and crit damage. Her feather, which is of the blizzard strayer set, it's got energy recharge, flat defense, crit damage, elemental mastery. She's got an attack percent timepiece with pretty good crit damage, pretty low crit rate, flat defense, and flat attack. She's got a decent cryo damage bonus cup. And now that I'm looking at it, it's maybe not exactly decent. I'd say it's probably like below average overall. Yeah, it's got flat attack, very low crit rate. It's got average crit damage, and it's got 84 elemental mastery. How many times did it roll into that, I wonder? Okay. Her hat. Crit rate with elemental mastery, energy recharge, flat attack, and HP percent. Wow. No constellations. Of course, I wanted to get some. I forget what they were though, but yeah, there's some good stuff. I mean, I want constellations for every character, but yeah. So here's what her talents look like. They're all just 7, except for her ult. Her ult is at 8. I could upgrade them if I wanted to, but I'm saving every single one of these books for Kamisato Ayato. Believe it or not. Yeah. The older brother. Alright. Miko. I saved for Miko ever since Shenhe banner. because I lost it to C2 Diluc. But yeah, this is what she sits at. This is the weapon I have for her. I'm still trying to get her weapon on her weapon banner. I mean, there's only a week left. But I've got it guaranteed because I got... What did I get? I got Aquila Favonia when I was like 76 or 77 in. And then I just got Jade Cutter. I just got a second one at like 15 in. And right now I'm like 5 to 7 into the weapon banner right now. We'll see. We'll see how far I go. But yeah, I've still yet to do Spiral Abyss. At least floors 10 to 12, so got a bit of time. Alright, here's our artifacts. Oh yeah, the one I use isn't this, it's this. But I mean, you would have already seen this flower. Alright, yeah, here it is. Give me a second. Alright, yep, this flower once again makes another appearance. Here's her feather, Thundering Fury. Crit rate, attack percent, crit damage, and flat defense. It's a pretty decent feather. I'd definitely classify this feather as above average. I'd say it's like in the 50 to 75% range of decency or quality, I guess. Here's our timepiece, attack percent timepiece with pretty disappointing substats, but you know, I don't really have any other Thundering Fury timepieces, or attack timepieces at least, but yeah, this works. Flat HP, crit rate, flat defense, elemental mastery. Here's their off piece, an Electro Cup with elemental mastery, crit damage, flat attack, and attack percent. Yeah, not bad. This one I want to get 4-piece Thundering, but this is a really good crit rate hat. At least I think it's a pretty good one. It's got elemental mastery, flat HP, crit damage, but really high attack percent. And well, yeah, I've got no constellations, and this is what her talents are at. 6, 9, 8. Yeah, this is what she sits at. 105 crit rate, 114 crit damage. Alright, so how many characters has that been? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 characters. And well, I've got quite the lineup to go through. So I'll end this little, I guess, character review or whatever. I'll end this episode on the almighty Shogun herself. Yeah, look at that. This is what she sits at. Got a really ridiculous energy recharge. My word, look at that, 290. And she has terrible artifacts as well. To just keep that in mind. Alright, look at that. She's got her signature weapon. And let's get into her artifacts. Okay. Oh yeah, this one was ridiculous. This flower is ridiculous. This doesn't even look like a flower, but it looks more of a more like a hilt of a sword, or a handguard, as they say. I typically call it a hilt, but yeah. So this has got pretty low crit rate, low elemental mastery, but outrageous crit damage. 32% crit damage. My lord, that's just crazy. And it's got energy recharge on the side. It's like putting some chicken salt and some ketchup on some fries, you know. Just, oh man, I like that little extra little something, you know. That's that's just I don't even know. Okay. Her feather, also severed fate. She's got elemental mastery, pretty average crit damage, average energy recharge, and above average attack percent, which is okay. I'm okay with this. But I do want to rebuild her since I'm going to be making a team with her soon. Or I have an idea of a team I want to make. Alright, timepiece. Energy recharged. This one goes straight into the bin, man. I don't know about this timepiece. but after like a ridiculous amount of time farming that severed fate domain or Shimenawa set domain, I just could not get any luck, man. This artifact set in particular, I farmed a lot of, and I get destroyed. To say the least, I just get straight up wrecked. I just get straight up wrecked, and well, it's okay. I get good luck with other ones. Kind of. I mean, I don't know if you are looking at all the artifacts I've got, and if any of them look good, those are probably the only ones that are good. Like, I really have pretty average artifacts. Like, none of them are outstanding, or none of them are game-changing, or, you know, none of them deserve, like, freaking an A+ or something, or even an A, actually. I feel like most of them deserve, like, a C or a B. Yeah, but here's the, cup. This cup is a pretty good one. Attack cup, crit damage, which is again up there. Not to the same degree as the flower, but you know, it's an off piece as well. So yeah, crit damage at 19%, elemental mastery, and energy recharge, and a bit of crit rate. Yeah, not bad. Some people tell me that it's probably one of the best artifacts I've got on her, like the cup and the feather, which I can kind of agree to. Alright. Her crit damage hat. Now this one is pretty atrocious, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, crit damage with flat HP, flat attack. The energy recharge is fine, but that's probably the only good thing about this hat. Elemental mastery is very, very low as well. And here, I've got her at Constellation 1. I had the potential of getting her to Con 3, but I lost 2 50/50s in that banner. So if I didn't lose 2 50/50s, she'd be at Con 3 right now. And here's her talents. 8, 9, 8. Alright. Now, that was a pretty... Ah, man, that was long. Mind you, a lot of these characters here aren't built. And so when I get there, I'd love your advice in regards to how I should build them, and what I should do with that character. Yeah, anyway, I think that's about it. That should be about it for this. Yeah, let me know what you guys thought. Not only about, you know, my characters and artifacts. God, shut up, Timaeus. Bloody hell, I'm doing an outro here. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought of the video. I've never really done something like this before, but I love to do this. I feel like it's pretty fun. It's really cool, and Well, you know,
I
we'll
just
see.
came up with an
God,
awesome new
oh,
riff.
bro, you,
Wanna hear
you
it?
intro, you freaking intro. You know what? Stuff this. I'm freaking, freaking. Oh, bloody outros. You know what? I just gotta end it there. You know, I just gotta end it there. I'll make a part 2, maybe even a part 3 to this, and I'll definitely give some kind of progression, like where you can see how the characters are turning out. I might not do like a video of like how much damage they're doing, or kind of like a test video, just to kind of showcase what they're capable of now and what they're capable of then, or yeah, like then in as in the future. But I might. I'm less likely to do so, but I might. Um. Anyways, I hope you will enjoy this video. This is being something new. Oh dear lord, let me slide out the freaking thing. No, I want to start recording. God dang it. But all right. Anyways, this is such a mess of a video, such a mess of an outro. But you know what? Whatever. We've already done this. I've played this song and dance before. All right. Anyways, I love you all. Take care and goodbye.